Jessica had always loved the ocean. From childhood, she felt more at home among waves and on land. She studied marine biology at university, volunteered in rescue centers, and eventually dedicated her life to caring for sea mammals. Her greatest companion was a dolphin named Kai, rescued from a traveling circus years earlier. Kai was intelligent, playful, and, as Jessica often told her friends, more loyal than most humans. At least, that's what she believed. For over a decade, Jessica and Kai shared a unique bond. She swam with him daily, trained him to respond to whistles, and even claimed he could sense her emotions. When she was heartbroken, Kai circled her gently in the water, pressing his nose to her arm as if in comfort. When she laughed, Kai would leap into the air, splashing her with joy. Friends teased her for speaking about him like a family member, but Jessica always replied, "He's not a pet, he's my partner." But the sea is not a place for easy trust. Signs ignored. In the months before it happened, there were small warnings. Kai began to act strangely, refusing food some days, snapping at the other dolphins during group swims. His playful nudges became rougher, harder, almost aggressive. Once, when Jessica dived to stroke him, he twisted abruptly and smacked her with his tail, leaving a dark bruise across her thigh. Her colleagues told her to be cautious. Wild instincts never really leave them, one warned. But Jessica shook her head. He's just moody. Dolphins are complex. Like us, he'd never hurt me. She was wrong. The final swim. It was a calm summer morning when Jessica decided to take Kai out alone. The water was glassy under the rising sun, and the harbor lay quiet. She slipped into her wetsuit, whistled, and Kai came racing towards her, leaping in a perfect arc before splashing down. His sleek gray body glistened in the dawn light. Jessica laughed, thrilled by the sight. "Ready for a long swim, boy," she called. They glided together into deeper water. For a while, it felt like every other morning, Jessica stroking his dorsal fin as he pulled her effortlessly forward. Then, without warning, Kai stopped. He circled her slowly, eyes dark and unblinking. A strange tension filled the water, heavy and suffocating. "Kai," she whispered. The dolphin surged forward, ramming her stomach with brutal force. She gasped, air exploding from her lungs. Before she could recover, he struck again, knocking the breath from her. Jessica tried to push away, but the ocean offered no solid ground. Panic set in as Kai opened his jaws wide, rows of sharp conical teeth flashing in the dim light. With terrifying strength, he clamped down on her arm. The pain was white-hot, searing through her body. She screamed, bubbles streaming upward as blood clouded the water. The attack. Dolphins are not usually predators of humans, but Kai seemed overcome by something primal. He thrashed violently, dragging Jessica deeper. She clawed at him, at the water, at anything that might help her escape. But Kai's grip only tightened. He ripped, tore, and twisted. The ocean around her turned crimson. Her mind raced. This was Kai, her Kai. The same dolphin she had fed, trained, and sung to. The same dolphin she had trusted with her life. Yet here he was, shredding that trust apart with every savage bite. Jessica's lungs burned as she fought to surface. For a fleeting moment, she broke through, coughing, crying for help. But the harbor was empty. No one saw. No one heard. Kai struck again, pulling her under. Her vision blurred, darkness creeping in. The last thing she felt was a crushing weight of betrayal, sharper than any wound. And then, silence. Aftermath. Hours later, local fishermen discovered fragments of Jessica's wetsuit drifting near the harbor mouth. Blood trailed faintly through the water, fading with the tide. Of Jessica herself, there was almost nothing left. The news spread quickly. A woman killed by her own dolphin? It seemed impossible, almost absurd. Yet the investigation left little doubt. Kai was aggressive, unpredictable, and, despite years of human care, ultimately still a wild creature. Marine experts debated endlessly. Was it hunger? Stress? A hidden injury that drove Kai mad? Or had captivity warped his instincts beyond recognition? Jessica's colleagues grieved, but many admitted they had long feared something like this. She trusted him too much, one whispered. She forgot that love doesn't tame the sea. Legacy. In the weeks that followed, her story became a warning told in marine parks and aquariums worldwide. Posters appeared reminding trainers and divers, respect the wild, trust only so far. Kai was relocated to a secure enclosure, isolated from other dolphins. Some argued he should be euthanized, but others insisted he was simply following instincts. After all, Jessica herself had once said, they are not pets, they are predators with smiles. In a haunting way, her words proved true. A cautionary tale. Jessica's fate is remembered as both tragedy and lesson. She gave her heart to the ocean, but the ocean gave nothing back. To many, her story embodies a fragile line between human affection and wild instinct. Kai, the dolphin who once symbolized loyalty, became a reminder that no matter how close we think we are to nature, it will never truly belong to us. And so, the harbor where Jessica vanished remains eerily quiet. Locals say that on some mornings, when the sun rises and the tide is calm, a lone dolphin can be seen circling the water. Some swear it's Kai, waiting for the woman who never returned. But the truth is far darker. Jessica's pet dolphin turned on her and ate her alive.